Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. I thank you so much for being here today. Today we're going to have a wonderful time together. Hi, this is Mel. I hope all of you are doing awesome. Today we're going to do a video on Rudraksha. So first I'm going to talk about what is Rudraksha. Rudraksha is a bead and it comes from a tree, and the reason it is called Rudraksha because when the demon, the devils, they terrorize the world and all the people in the world suffering. And looking at this, Lord Shiva became very sad, and that time tears rolled down from Lord Shiva's eyes. I'm thinking about all the people in the world suffering due to the devil, due to the demon doing all the bad things to the people. So as the teardrops fell when the Lord Shiva was in deep meditation, but the teardrops were dropping on the ground, and as the teardrops were dropping, trees were popping up on the each places, and those trees gave out a fruit, and these fruits are green, but as they become ripe, they become this brown color, light brown, then darker brown, and people take it, and after that they have to crack the shell, and the cracking of the shell is also very labor intense job. It has to be rubbed against sand and glass, mix grinded of sand and glass mix, and they rub in it and take out the outer cells, and then come inside little bit light brown color, this Rudraksha. And they have different mukhi is the faces. It's from 1 to 21 different faces, and each face's Rudraksha works in a different way. So back to the part or how they are collected and dried and decelled. After that they are worked into polishing it and making it such a way so we can put string it in beads, and people use as japmala, where they recite their mantras, and beads come in a necklace in a string 108, because we're supposed to recite each mantra 108 times. So they are strung in a necklace 108 beads, and you hold those beads and count your mantras. So that's the Rudraksha, how it came, where it came from. Now since Lord Shiva felt very sad looking at all the people in this world suffering, and that's the reason Rudraksha came. So Rudraksha actually is very protective, and Rudraksha has very strong energies, and it gets rid of negative energy. And you will not understand the power of Rudraksha unless you wear it. If it's a genuine Rudraksha, you wear it, and you have to wear it for quite some time, at least without taking it off for 2 months, and then you will see its effect. And then you have to continuously wear it for all your life, or maybe 1 or 2 years, and it does many jobs. So it first of all, it protects the human being from all kinds of negative energy, and it provides the stability in people's life and life choices and health. And today, due to people's fast-paced life and many bad choices, people have many health issues, life issues, and people have all kinds of issues like hypertension, diabetes, insomnia, depression, heart problem, mental problem, many different problems, imbalance due to the imbalance in mind and body. Now, according to Ayurveda, where is this imbalance comes from? This imbalance comes from our chakras. When the chakras, there is a blockage, the energy cannot flow through. Because the energy does not flow from one channel to another channel, there is a blockage, and this blockage manifests into the body as issues. So that's how Rudraksha opens up those blockages. Now people need to wear Rudraksha regularly for a long time, and it's not somebody told you wear it. You have to wear it when you feel like wearing one. It should come from inside you. It sort of guides you, and it's came from the tree from Lord Shiva's teardrops, so it has tremendous healing effect and tremendous scientific properties, and it heals many problems with the body and mind. Rudraksha actually, it makes us very strong mentally. Rudraksha beads are magical. They are magical remedy for many human problem, and they've been worn by yogis for thousands of years to strengthen their mind and fight everything what comes in their way. And many people, because they don't have the knowledge of it, because of their ignorance, they associate Rudraksha with various different product, religious product, but Rudraksha is not like that. Rudraksha is actually very scientific because it has electromagnetic properties in which works magic into the body, and it as I mentioned, it makes all the chakras lined up properly and energy flow beautifully in those chakras. And when the energy flows properly, then there is no element present in the mind or body. So as you can see, the persons who wears Rudraksha, one of the biggest example, someone I have seen was very afraid of ghost and all that thing, supernatural thing, and then that person started wearing Rudraksha, and about after wearing 6 months of Rudraksha, that person had no fear of such thing. And as you see, the yogis, they wear Rudraksha and they are in the cemetery at midnight doing their meditation and all that thing that they do. Usually there are two kinds of yogi. One kind of yogi who is doing good things, and then another kind of yogi who prays to Lord Kali, and they're called tantric, and they're different kind of yogis though, but they actually plays with the demons and supernatural things, little bit dangerous side, and they can control the supernatural and the demons, but they are not afraid of them because of those yogis wearing very genuine big Rudraksha necklaces. So Rudraksha has amazing power to transform the body and mind and make people fearless. So it works with the energy channel. It has electromagnetic power, And Rudraksha bead helps to resolve many kind of problems in the body and mind, and it has a calming effect on the heart, on all our nervous system and all our senses. Rudraksha gives out a light force around the heart, which improves the heart's performance and controls the heartbeat, as it makes the person very calm and restful. So the heart becomes very calm and restful, maintaining proper blood pressure and all the organs to be functioning properly. It has magnetic benefits. It acts as magnet due to its dynamic polarity, and it's really and makes the blood flow smoothly to our veins and arteries, and it removes any kind of waste material from the body and pain and illnesses, and it gives an anti-aging effect, which is totally proven, because you could see yogis years later, they are still so young and so physically fit. But it's not only Rudraksha, because this Rudraksha will slowly transform the person. How it does is it has a special effect, and initially the person will not eat meat, egg, fish, any kind of animal products. The person will not be interested, will not find it tasty or good, and might find it really not suitable for their body once they wear the Rudraksha. That's one thing. Second thing, the person slowly will be very interested in yoga meditation and will do it naturally. Nobody has to ask. Thirdly, the person will be very calm, quiet, peaceful, and will not be going like insane for money and material things in the world. So it does transform the person. Person will not be afraid of things. So it does transform the person and person's feelings and behaviors and thoughts. As the yogis were the Rudraksha, yogis were not interested in physical relationship with anyone, because that wasn't desired, because according to the yogis, according to the yoga, Ayurveda, a physical relationship between man and woman was done only after marriage, and in the purpose to have children, the purpose to keep the humanity going, but wasn't never for the purpose for entertainment, like nowadays everywhere in the TV and everywhere else as the entertainment purposes has been used. But that is not how it was used in Ayurveda. So the yogis wearing Rudraksha will not be interested in it anymore. Automatically their interest will go away. Rather, why is happened? Because their vibration becomes very low, so anybody they meet, they could not find a match. They will not be attracted to those persons anymore, because their vibration is high and they are intellectually high. They connect with the higher self. But if somebody has their kind of intellectual higher self, then they might find it interesting to hear their views and opinions. But if they find someone very with low vibration and does not have any knowledge of what is going on, then they find it a little uninteresting or boring to even have conversation. Because so be mindful about that. If you want to use Rudraksha for all the good things, but also be mindful that when you wear a Rudraksha, you might not get along with the people who you got along previously. That includes your family member, husband, wife, children, anyone, because as you were Rudraksha for long periods of time, your vibration will become very high and you will find very peaceful to be chanting God's prayer, mantra, even having conversation with God. But you will not find that you will not find it in your heart to have conversation with your close one, because their vibration would be much low and which will not mix with yours, so you will slowly go away from each other, go farther away from each other. That's why it was said for a family person to not to wear a Rudraksha. So now about Rudraksha, that when to take it off. It should be just cleansed when you take your shower, to clean it with the water, no soap, just water. And then take it off, taking off time. If I know most people who would wear a Rudraksha would not want to eat meat because they just don't crave for it anymore, and they don't like it. When they eat it, they get sick. But still, if somebody is still eating, I don't know how that is possible, but if it's still somebody doing it, then they need to take it off while they eat it. And another thing, at night time in the bed, if something happening, they should take it off before that, because Rudraksha, these things are forbidden, as these things are not so pure. So it's best to, all the yogis take off their Rudraksha for sleeping, but if someone's going to the cemetery to do their meditation and prayer, obviously they're not going to take off the Rudraksha, because that is going to protect them from the evil, so they will wear it. But other than that, most of the times people wear it. But be mindful, if you wear it, you may not get along with the people you used to get along before, because there will be a conflict. So Rudraksha is really, really good, and it improves our nervous system and brings harmony to our bodies, anti-inflammatory, and it has many antibacterial property. And Rudraksha, we can clean it, just soak it in plain water, don't need to put soap or anything, and just rub it, and be careful about the threads not to tear it off. And if you do tear it off, just string it like you would as a necklace. And there are a lot of Rudraksha beads, and you can pray on it before you put it on, and put your intention like Om Namah Shivaya Namah. So you sing that, or just pray for 108 times if you could. If you couldn't, then that's fine. And Rudraksha, a lot of times it is seen that people have migraines, but after they started wearing Rudraksha, their migraine is gone, and protects against many mishaps like accidents and things like that. And it removes the evil effect for many planets, and also it removes the evil effect from their past karma. It aids in memory and decision making, and regulates blood pressure, and it manages stress and relaxes the body, and it attracts abundance. Helps awakening the third eye, the Kundalini, and brings peace and harmony in all the chakras. Thus in the body it controls stress and high blood pressure, and it increases confidence, self-power. It gives peace to the wearer, peace of the mind, and stimulates the mind and makes them sharp and intelligent, and they begin to see what is real. And these beads, they balances the chakras and the body. Thus they change the belief system, they remove any chakra blockages, and the wearer gets success in personal and professional life. And Rudrakshas are for persons to heal the person from inside out by lining up their chakras and removing all the blockages. And Rudraksha beads are really good for removing bad karmas. Rudrakshas are really awesome, and you would not know about their good effect unless you start wearing. So start wearing a bracelet or maybe a necklace, and they have from 1 to 21 faces, and all have different effect on different chakras. So as you try it out, but it's always said that one Mukhi Rudraksha is the most expensive one. It's called one Mukhi Rudraksha. Usually said that one Mukhi Rudraksha, whoever wears it, they leave home within 10 days, because when they wear one Mukhi Rudraksha, it lines their chakras so well and has the energy flow so well that their third eye opens up, and once it opens up they can see all the lies and everything, and then they find no interest to stay on the path of lies, so they want to go in search of the truth. So they usually take their baggage, little bag or whatever, or maybe nothing, and they leave home within 10 days. But these one Mukhi Rudrakshas are very hard to find. But the funniest part is that even though they leave home in 10 days, wherever they go, and they became the yogi or sadhu, the priest, but they gained so much power that even when they are not home under a tree, people donate so much money to them that they become so wealthy, even though they did not use that money for their own needs, because they hardly have any needs. So but they created temples and big ashrams with that money, feeding so many people, feeding so many homeless people, and so many visitors coming through that money. But it was due to that one Mukhi Rudraksha that priest wore and got out of the house and still wearing. It will bring immense amount of wealth. But since this is Rudraksha, and as Lord Shiva had everything, the world in his palm, but Lord Shiva did not use all this wealth to live in a big house and have luxury and all these things. He was crying because of the world was suffering. So the person who will own the one Mukhi Rudraksha will definitely leave home in 10 days or so, maybe a year, whatever, as their Kundalini wakens up and they can see what's going on. But wherever they go with that Rudraksha, they will get immense amount of wealth, but they use that wealth for the benefit of humanity. As the Shiva's tears was coming down to benefit the humanity, so they will use that wealth to benefit the humanity. So when people use Rudraksha, keep in mind, if you have a lot of money, whatever, you won't be able to use it in your own life because it will go for the benefit of humanity. But if you're just using the Rudraksha to do your japa, that's fine. If you are wearing as a yogi, want to be a yogi, but then your purpose is different. So there's the difference between family person and a yogi. That's the difference. Yogis thinks for everybody's well-being. It should be like that, everybody's well-being, and how this money should be used to benefit everybody. But the family person is sitting thinking for himself and his family. So the Rudraksha will change that thinking, change the behavior. Rudraksha changes everything in the body. Very powerful. So this was a small video about Rudraksha, and one day I'll do a video on what are the different benefits a person can get from one Mukhi to 21 Mukhis. So there is a huge chapter on that, and I'll go over that. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I'll see you with many more. Bye bye. Hi, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. Thank you. May God bless you all.